I hope everyone can hear me. Okay, can I just let me know once you're ready?
Okay. So if you're with us, just type something in the comments. Yes. Just type something in the comments if you're with us. Okay, today we have a wonderful person in our midst, a father, a brother, just a beautiful and wonderful person. His name is Chinedu Junior, and he's a writerpreneur. What that means is he writes for a living, an entrepreneur who writes. And he works for this wonderful organization called BMF. Chinedu Junior doesn't like much introduction. If not, I would love to tell you a whole lot about him. But if you go on LinkedIn right now and search for Chinedu Junior, you will see him right there. So welcome, Chinedu. How's your day going?
Oh, thank you. You said BAM is BAMF Media.
Okay, wow,
It
media.
means badders and marketers. Badders and marketers. That's the meaning of the BAMF. Badders, marketers, and founder. So they brought it together to be BAMF Media. So thanks. Yeah,
Okay.
it's been cool. It's been raining here on and off, on and off. The weather is cold. I don't know about your end.
It's okay here, just no,
No rain.
no rain, just no more.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah. So I would love to ask you a question in particular. How did you get here? What was your journey like? How did you get here?
No, I've told this story over and over and over and over again, and I'm more than happy to share with you guys. Yeah, like I always say one thing: if there's anyone that says, I want to be a writer, I want to be a copywriter, or this and that, trust me, it's not true. We didn't go to school and graduate and say we want to be doing all these things. Fine, I had no clue what that this kind of job exists. So it all started in 2015, 16 when I was looking for a job. When I was looking for a job and it wasn't coming forth, then I was in this situation where I loved writing right from my childhood days. If my parents allowed me, I could have probably studied something like if it's possible to study anything, right? Because I love to express myself through words. I'm the shy type. A lot of people don't know I'm an introvert, but I feel much more comfortable using my pen. So I started this journey writing right from my nursery school. I've been writing. Then, so when I couldn't find a job, I said to myself, what if I don't even know? I just got online, I was writing. That's it. I got online, I was writing. I was writing on Facebook, I was on Twitter, but I wasn't on LinkedIn. Then I have this friend in Colorado University. We went to same school. So he said, I said, bros, I'm looking for a job. Why not help me? Then he said, guy, if you need a job, get on LinkedIn, you'll get a job. Then I'm like, oh, really? That was how I got on LinkedIn. I was writing, I was looking for a job just like everyone, send messages to recruiters, asking them for jobs. And some of them, many of them, majority, maybe 90% did not reply. The 10% that reply were like, okay, send your CV, this and that, and which I did. And it's crazy that even if you send your CV, we don't even remember. That's the question you ask yourself. So basically, there was nothing, and I had to let go at some point. Then I became angry and frustrated, and I got online. I was ranting. If you read some of my content back then, I would write to express myself. I was so angry, bitter, and it could reflect in my content. Then this guy reached out to me and said, "Hey, one guy was it Michael? Then it's Michael." So he reached out to me and said, "Hey, dude, what do you do?" So that was how it all started. After we had that call, he opened my eyes to me seeing that, okay, you have a unique way of writing. You can write and let people know that, yeah, this is what you're talking about. And that's what a lot of businesses are looking for. They're looking for someone that can help them communicate. And that was how the whole journey started. And then I said, wow. I continued writing. I still don't know how to leverage it. Then I got this guy from Banff Media, Josh. So Josh reached out to me one day and said they're looking to hire someone, and they think I fit that, the caliber of people they're looking for, and I fit into that box. So I got on with Josh, and he opened my eyes to some things. I said, "Hey, this is what we do." So he was the one that now kind of gave me the insight about copywriting. He said copywriting is all about you trying to sell yourself, using persuasive words to sell yourself. Sometimes you have to do it for clients, help them sell, help them communicate. And when he opened my eyes, he gave me some teaching, under like 3, 4 weeks. He was teaching me, he was looking at my content, he was editing, he was telling me, hey, this is it, this. Gave me some stages. I said, look at this, look at that. And from there, he said, after a month, he said, God, I think you've improved drastically. Then I realized that, yeah, as time goes on, the way I write, more people come to me. Then I said, wow. So these people made me believe more in myself that I am a great writer, because I don't really know if I am. But these people who come to me and say, you have a way of writing that we get, we understand. You have this, you can pull. Then there's a day I did something for a client that we got about like 500 registration. And I was like, this is massive. This is the first thing happening in my life. And there's another client like that I helped to sell about 200, 200, yeah, 200 copies of her course. So that was how the whole journey started. It made me believe more in myself that, yeah, I really have what the people are looking for. And I started to develop myself. And boom, 6 years, I'm still in it, still doing it. And yeah, we are here again trying to talk about it.
Wow, wow. I enjoyed your story, especially the part where you said you didn't even know what you were doing. You were just online and writing. Someone reached out to you and I mean produced results for them. This simply means that anybody can do this. That's what it means to me. Anybody can do this. So if someone is trying to build a six-figure income, probably search for jobs, they've done so many things. They just want to build like a six-figure copywriting business online. What steps do you suggest that they take to achieve that?
Hmm. Big question, but I'll try to simplify it. Yeah, like we both said, anybody can be a copywriter, but not at the same time, not everybody can be a copywriter. Well, I don't want to discourage anybody. In fact, it's for everyone of us. If you can write, I always tell people in my class, because I run this course that we do every weekend. We meet and I give them pointers and how they can improve. But one thing I always
Okay.
tell them is, if you are the type that you are patient enough to see to build what you're doing, because this thing is building. It took me 6 months. I didn't even tell you it took me 6 months before I made a dime. That is, for
Really?
6 months I was online. So how many people can endure 180 days? You're at the point where you're out of job, you're looking for avenue to make money, and it's not coming forth. You would have
Yeah.
said, okay, I give up. Let me go look for a job instead. But I was at that, I was at that point. I'll wake up every morning, press my phone. My mom would say, what are you doing on your phone? Every time you sit on your phone, you sit on your phone. What are you typing? All these are parents, they don't know what we are doing on the phone. So
They don't.
I'll be like, okay, I'm just doing my stuff. And so it took me like 180 days. How many people are patient? I see a lot of people that have come to me, they want to learn, and they tell me, boss, I'm not getting this. I said, this is not MMM. When we teach you, you have to implement. Yeah, you have to give yourself time to grow,
Yeah,
because people need to understand one thing. When it comes to online business, it's one of the business where people don't really trust you. A
true.
lot of people do not trust you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I only know you online. Maybe there's more to you. There's more to you. There's
Yeah,
always someone behind the scene. So a lot of people don't know. So you need time to build a name for yourself, which is something I've even benefited on Twitter. So some people come to me and say, I follow you on LinkedIn. I follow you on LinkedIn. Yeah, I see you on Twitter again. I say, oh, that's nice. Because once they say LinkedIn, I say, you are right. You know me truly. So,
Yeah.
so you need time. Some people are quite fortunate because one thing about business I've realized is some are fortunate that they can start today and get results next week. And start getting result next week. That's
That's a good
life.
thing. Yes.
But it will take some people time to grow. But one thing is certain, in as much you are laying the foundation, you will grow. Because with
Yes.
time, all you just need is that. Look at Emmanuel Nduka, for example. He's a social media influencer. He has that name already. The name is
Yeah.
there. So it's easier for him to build on that name a business. It's easier to build a
Yeah.
business with that name. You see all these celebrity once they make name, they start to leverage that name, you know, throughout the end of their life. They start. I read something that Tupac Shakur, despite he died 25 or how many 27 years ago or so, that he's still the first the first rapper to sell 300,000 units of his music this year. A dead person. So that's
I
to tell you
mean,
the
once
name is
you just
leverage.
start building a name for yourself, things become easy.
Exactly. So that's why I'm
Okay.
saying anyone who is patient enough to build. I've built solid brand for over 6 years. And some people come to, how did you build the 100K for? Emmanuel is the first guy I'll see you get to 100K in blink of an eye. It's in a blink of an eye. The guy's at 100K. I'm like, wow. This thing took me like 6 years to be like 6 years to build. I got to 100K last year. So you can
Wow.
imagine. And I was showing up every day. So I
Mhm.
tell some people, like, but one thing is when you get the foundation right, you will just keep leveraging till the end of time. As
Yes.
long as social media, as the platform exists, and you've built from, a lot of people are too eager. They want to grow numbers. You can grow numbers. Growing numbers does not amount to anything. So if you would want to build like we call it a six figure. I think when I started, how many figure did I even started with? $100. $100
Okay.
then was like 35,000 naira. How many
Okay.
figures? One, two,
Five.
three, four. That's five figures. Very low five figures. But thank God the economy was still much better, not like the one we have now, where $100 is useless. 60,000. And by the time you take it to market, buy a bag of rice, 30,000. You have 30,000 left. What can you buy?
Okay.
Nothing. You pay rent, you pay the. But then 35,000 naira was still reasonable. We could buy a bag of rice for like 9,000. So you could still do one or two. I was still doing big boy with my $100.
All right.
But what?
So there are
But
people
what?
here that I want to give a shout out to. Shout out to Samson, to Pastor Aloy, to Paul Essen, to Davies, to so many wonderful people that are here right now.
Mhm.
To Adaise, to Samuel. Thank you for listening. Hope you're jotting down. And if you have any question, please answer. Yes, that's 5K for bag of rice now. It can even be more. So, Mr. Chinedu, I have a question. So anybody
Mhm.
that has this gift of writing, they can write poems, I mean, everybody can write literally. You literally send WhatsApp messages every day and they know how to write. They write to pass exam, but they want to start making income from it. You suggest they start building their brand or they go on Upwork or they start cold emailing. What steps should they take to make money from what they can do?
Thank you. That's a brilliant question. You see, there is no one cap fit all, like they always say. No one cap
Yeah,
fit all. Like this cap must fit all heads.
everybody.
That no, no, no. I know some people that started on Fiverr, some started on
Yeah.
Upwork. But one thing that I keep saying is the patience. Are you willing to build it?
Mhm.
Everyone will start from zero, from scratch. But
Yeah.
one thing is you have to be patient enough because you need to understand what copywriting is all about. In fact, you need time to hone your skills. You know, it's the patience and consistency. And that patience and consistency means you wake up today, no gig, continue.
You
You wake up
continue
tomorrow,
writing.
no, continue.
You
That's
continue.
it. That's how
Yeah.
I started. I said 6 months. How many people can wait 6 months? And when I will get the gig I will even get was like $100 gig. And I was so excited. Then from there,
Yeah.
but one thing is the more you're doing it, you are building your portfolio. Nobody,
You're
no
building.
client will ask you how much did they pay you for that work. They will just know that you did this job. So in fact,
Mm,
most of the ones I did in well, this is what I tell people: you're trying to build it. Start. You cannot go into the market, so the field with no proof because there's nobody that wants to work with you. The first thing they will ask you is, "Have you done it before?" Let me see the sample.
true.
So literally, what you can do is this. In the meantime, while you are waiting for that gig to come, reach out to people and offer to do it free. When I started writing, then I was reaching out to so many opportunities, people looking for who will volunteer to write. I reached out to one company then, Business Expert Press, and I
Yeah.
started writing for free. If I show you the things I wrote then, you would think they paid me for it. They gave me deadline, and I did them. And I
Yeah.
did them. After I finished that work, I felt sick because I wasn't sleeping. I wanted to complete the deadline, but it looks like I was wasting my time, suffering myself. Like because at some point I felt like that, like, dude, you're wasting your time. You're suffering yourself. They are not even
They're
going
not
to pay you.
exactly.
But I did wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And when I was done, I submitted it. They said, okay, fine. They passed it. They gave me access to that book. So one day someone reached out to me. That was what I used to pitch for the $100 gig. They said, I love the way you write. Have you done something? I said, yeah, I showed the person. They said, okay, how much? I said, if he said, no, me, I'll pay $100. I said, okay, I accepted. From there, then I got to someone that started paying me well. And
Yeah.
the whole thing changed. My story changed. In November 2017, that was when I knew that yes, God has actually answered my prayer at that point because there was a big difference.
Okay, to everyone listening to this right now, if you have the gift of writing or any skill that you have and you don't have any experience, it's best to reach out. There are people looking for volunteers every day on LinkedIn and even on Google. If you say volunteer and have experience, that sample, that proof that your next client will need to hire you.
Yeah.
Mr. Chinedu, my next question is how do we scale from here? How do you scale from that point? I mean, after
Okay.
getting $100, how do you gain 1,000, $2,000 per
Okay.
client?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. The truth is, as a copywriter, your job is to sell. Number one, that's your job. So your job is not to write good grammar. Yeah, you must write good grammar, of course. But a lot of people, that's what they think copywriting is all. Your copywriting is all about convincing people to buy. But you convince in such a way that you are not saying come and buy. It's easier. I'll go to that question, but I want to make some things clear before I now answer that question. Now, for example, I always tell my people, I don't like to call them students. I always tell my colleagues, let me call them my colleagues learning copywriting. Some of them, I'll tell them that it's easier you show people than tell them. If you say to this lady and say, see, I am rich, marry me. She will look at you, you are rich. Of course, you will not say you are poor. You say you are rich now. It's when we now start dating and say, give me money. You
Yes.
say, why are you disturbing me? But if you tell the lady that, see that guy, I bought the car for him. See that girl, I sponsored her
Mhm.
abroad. You don't need to tell the lady you're rich. Immediately, what would the lady think of you? Wow, this dude is rich. You got this car for this guy, he sponsored this girl. So that's what copywriting is. And that's what I try to do. Now that you've gotten that $100 gig or 20,000 naira gig, make sure you execute it. Give them top-notch service that will even make the person to say, guy, you're too good. I love this. Now, it's what the remarks that these people give to you after working for them. Screenshot it and keep it. When you screenshot it and keep it, now get on your page that you're using. You want to leverage, right? First thing, make sure you have a platform. some people that work on Fiverr and there's a way Fiverr does it that they start to rank you, they rate you, and when subsequent clients are coming, they don't even need to doubt it. They just look at the rating that you have. This guy is good. Let me go for this guy. Just like we have in all these products. If I want to buy online now, first thing I go and look at the ratings. I look at the comments, what people are saying. If I see two or
Yeah.
three negative remarks, I will not buy. But the moment, we all want to see, when we see that person, that's the same thing you're doing too. Now, for a copywriter, I tell people have so many platforms, at least one platform to start with. Don't burn yourself down. Like I've migrated to Twitter now. From there, I'm
Okay.
learning Facebook. I'm learning Facebook as well because I
Okay.
realize that people are making a lot of money on Facebook, and wherever they are making money so far is online. You'll find me there. I said I need to go there. But one thing as a copywriter, you want to scale, you must have a platform you're using. You must have an
Yeah.
identity, a social identity,
Yeah.
because that sells faster. That attracts for every day. Like yesterday, someone reached out to me that they are looking for a copywriter that will help them in their company in the US. I saw the message late. I've been tracking the guy. Hey, I know he will still reply to me. He will still respond definitely. Why? All these things that I'm enjoying, like I tell people, it's not I'm not even writing all these people that I see online that they even write so well that I used to admire their writing. All these Chisimdi, Faith, Lucy, Emmanuel, Deno, Ju, and when I read your stuff, I say I look like a learner anytime I see you guys when I'm reading your content. Like, let me learn from these people. So I will fold my hands and be learning from you. I'll learn one or two things
Yeah.
again. So all the things I'm just enjoying, thank God you guys were not existing when I started. You would have chased me out of the market. But thank God you
So
guys are not
that's how
existing.
you're really good. You're really good.
so so one thing that I enjoy now is I was able to scale because I've done so many work and I could put it on my profile. I could talk about it as well. Then I
Yeah.
have built a platform, a voice for myself on LinkedIn that has actually helped me. LinkedIn is awesome. Any social media platform is awesome. Let's not
Exactly.
just say it's LinkedIn. No, no. I've been on Twitter now. I've not even spent a year on Twitter, and I've gotten like 8 gigs or so on Twitter.
I think
Same
it's
Twitter
more about
people go to catch
strategy,
news.
not really the
Strategy. Thank
platform.
you. Which is where we are going to.
Yeah.
So you as a copywriter, you
Yeah.
want to
Let's go there.
scale. You want to scale.
Mhm.
First thing is you must be a person of value, the perception, what people think about you. A lot of people call me when I write on Twitter, some people will curse me and say, God punish that guy. He's a storyteller. Go and check him on LinkedIn. He says so many stories on LinkedIn. Then I'm so happy. I say that they are cursing me, I'm upset. But I say, okay, they know me as a storyteller already. So why am I
Yeah.
angry?
Yeah.
It shows
They're
that
like
that's like
studying.
look at Daniel Rega. You know Daniel Rega. There's this annoying guy
Yeah.
on Twitter, Daniel Rega. Now he's
Yeah.
my friend. No, I got his number. We talk today. We now talk every day. A lot of people they hate him for no reason. Then I realized that the guy has an identity. That Daniel will come and advise this person now. And that's you as a copywriter. If you're trying to scale, what do people know you for online? Because that's the only way people can come to you.
I
In
mean, they
as much
can't
that
buy
you've done
from.
that. Exactly. Now, if people see Emmanuel now, I only remember Emmanuel as Tony guy and the guy that has so many engagements in space of 1 hour or 2 hours. So if I'm thinking of somebody that I want to work with to promote a brand for me, I would think of Emmanuel because that guy has a voice already. Or if someone that builds African youth, I'll think about this my brother Faith Nwobia. Awa
Yeah.
is there too. All these guys I know them. Lindsay, these are guys. Shale. I can easily recall them. Shane Wadegbami, the guy that tells story about how Lagos struggle, hustle, and bustle. Is a very fantastic storyteller. Denu is there.
Yeah.
You as well. All of you. So that's one thing people will attach to you. And that is having
Okay.
that social
There's a
voice
point.
will help you. It will help you thrive. Now that
Yeah.
you have
I
done a
think the
gig
point.
for
Yeah.
someone, you now use your
Yeah.
platform to talk about it.
True. True. There's a
You
point
have a
here.
voice.
Share case.
Okay, okay, good.
Yeah. Case study and those things you're writing. Don't leave them in your local alone. Post it online. I mean, about the stories.
Ah, so network is terrible. Is it from me or from no? My network is strong. I think it's from you.
The closet alone. They should share. You can go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. What's going on? And I was breaking. It was breaking at some point. Is it your network or so? What was the question? I couldn't hear you at some point. You were on and off, on and off. Can you please repeat the question for me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I was saying, what advice will you give people who
Can
are
you say
afraid to?
something?
Yes.
What advice? Yeah, you're breaking. I don't know if it's from me or if it's from you. You're breaking
Okay, Nigeria can be a very funny place.
on and off. So you said your question says,
What advice would you give to people who are to share their content?
what advice?
Would you give to people
I
who are
cannot
afraid to share their
hear.
content? Mm-mm. So I was saying, what would you give to people who are afraid to share their content?
Yeah. I used to be like that too. I was scared. I care so much about what people will say. They say did I write well? Will they say it is true? Will they say it's this or
Yeah.
that? But there's one thing in life. Even if you are writing the correct things, there will still be someone that will disagree. Even if you say the day is bright, someone will say the day is not bright. No, it's dark. So I
Yeah.
realized that so many people that come to disagree with you, some of them do it because that's because of what they are going through, what they are feeling. So for you, if you are going to care about them, you're more or less like someone that cares a lot about what about people's opinion about your life. It's normal. Even you yourself, you talk about things. So what I tell people in that are afraid, why are you afraid? It's your space. You have the power to control it. If someone
Yeah.
say things you don't like, you can delete the comment or you can block the person. You should always know that not everybody will agree with what you are saying. Like I shared something
Mm-hmm.
about Illuminati, and one guy said, "I hope this story is true." I took it because I wanted to reply him. If not, if I was in the mood. If I wasn't in the mood, I would have ignored him. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Is what I always say. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I have a lot to prove to myself than anybody because at the end of the day, it's always me in my corner. So I took a screenshot of that Illuminati thing and dropped it. Okay, see for yourself. So mine is you don't give a damn about what people will say. Or sometimes give a damn, read it in two ways. Read it two ways. Okay, when this person says it will hurt you, but at the same time look at it. Sometimes they are saying the truth, but they're just being too harsh with the truth. Just like Daniel Rega. Daniel Rega says the truth sometimes, but because it's harsh, you don't like hearing the truth. And all of us, we don't like hearing the truth. Someone criticizing you. So sometimes
Yeah.
I take their criticism as a yardstick. I learn. If this person say, "Oh, this could have been this," I will read it. I will look at it from another point of view and said, "Okay, okay, okay, this is great." So that's just it. You can, if you work for a client and the client said this work is not good, don't say this client is problematic. Of course, you'll be angry. Many times I've done jobs, and they said this is not good. Then I'll carefully say, okay, why is it not good? Can you tell me things that I need to improve on? So for anyone listening, you always have instances like this. People
Yeah.
will buy a product and they will not like it. People will buy a service, they will not like it. That should not discourage you. Instead, get feedback. Say, okay, what did you say? Okay, what's the problem? Use it to improve. We can't serve everybody 100%, but just do your best. The ones that will praise you will praise you. The ones that will crucify you will crucify you. Everybody cannot be your client. Likewise, everybody cannot be your audience. People will say what you have written is nonsense. Appreciate them. At least they said it's nonsense. They took time to read and said this is nonsense. A guy told me, I read your content from beginning to the end. I read it from the end to the top again. He said it makes no sense. I was like, wow. I was so mad. Then one guy said, why not thank him for his contribution as well? At least he said you wrote nonsense. Say thank you. Then I said thank you. The guy came to my inbox. I said, I'm shocked. With what I wrote, you still said thank you. I said, it's your opinion, it's your point of view. And that's how we became friends. So you have to get used to it. To be online, develop thick skin. That's what you need. Thick skin to to face whatever shot they
Can
will
you
throw at
imagine?
you. But in the end, don't care about what people say. Just care about yourself because nobody will be there for you. Nobody will feed you. Now you go feed yourself. You know.
See, true. And we said he's glad to be here. That's true. That's in the end, nobody will feed you. So put your content out there. If you have great things, even if it's grammatical incorrect, just put it out there. Someone will find value in it.
You will
I remember when I first
listen.
started.
Excuse me, excuse me. You see that grammatical? So I saw some stuff I wrote in 2016, 17, and I was asking myself, did I actually put this out? Like, did I for real put this
Yeah,
thing out? So growth will come when you start doing it. The growth
true.
will come because when you do it, they criticize you. If you
Yeah,
take their criticism and say, okay, it will help you improve because you don't want to be criticized again. You want to come out the best. I've had my clients say, this is bad, this is this, but all through those experiences, I was learning. So we all need to learn, even if
yeah,
it is bad, it's not correct. Write it. Somebody will tell you it's bad. From there, you will get help. Say, this thing is bad.
yeah,
You should have done it
yeah.
this way, that way, and you're learning. But if you don't put it out, you're like a closed mouth, a closed destiny.
True. I remember the first time when I put out a wonderful content. I think I was advertising myself as a copywriter. I just started, I had little experience. So I put it out on this Facebook group and I made a grammatical blunder in the post, people came and attacked me. I remember that night I could not sleep. I was scared, like, oh my God, I'm unqualified, I'm incompetent. But guess what? Someone still hired me from that post. Like someone still hired me despite the incorrect grammar and whatever. People who want to work with you will work with you. So don't be afraid to put your stuff out there. And the people who commented, guess what they did? They gave me more visibility. So think about
Yes.
the good part of it and don't let those thoughts pull you down. Because in the end, you're putting yourself out there. Like you said, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. How will you succeed if nobody sees you? That's just
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah, so someone has a question. The person asked
Okay.
this question when he saw the flyer. He said, I'm a creative writer presently undergoing 10 months of copywriting training in direct response niche. But I don't really have access to my mentors since it's a general class section. I would appreciate if he can explain every section of direct response copywriting niche and how it works. I have my ways with words. However, I can't come up with without a proper understanding of who my expectation is. So it's asking what is direct response copywriting and how can he target or be in that space?
This is question get as it be. Oh. It's something you have paid to learn for 10 months. And you want me to teach you on this class? Nah, that would be so impossible. It's so impossible for me to just take that because we are going to spend the next 5 hours talking
Okay,
about it because I have to keep now showing. But one thing, let me break it down
all
in the
right.
simplest form. As a copywriter, you need to know what your job is to sell. What are you
Okay.
selling? You need to first ask yourself, who are you selling to?
Mhm.
Where do they belong? You need to know that. Because a lot of people just say, I want to be copywriter. There is more to copywriting. Even me, myself, that I write content, I still go back and learn and realize that I thought I know something, but I realized I only know little. It's a very big, broad
Yeah.
aspect of marketing. So as a copywriter, you need to know what? Know your strength first. Now, who are your target audience? Who are the kind of people you want to attract? What are they looking for?
Yeah.
People will only hire you because of what they believe you have solution to their problem.
Yeah.
If we all look at it in life, when a company is looking for someone to hire, they're not just hiring you to come and fill that empty space. No, they are hiring you to bring something different. So if a client is hiring, they're hiring you to sell. Now you need to ask
Yes.
yourself, you want to attract people you want to sell. You want to help them sell. But for you to help them sell, you need to attract them. Now you have to
Mhm.
say, who do I want to attract? What are they looking for? A lot of us just put out content. We don't understand. I did that too. Long time. I was just putting out content. I have no understanding of what it's all about. But as time goes on, I realized, okay, I want to attract people like this. Okay, now that you want to attract them, how will you attract them? Because they need solution to specific problems. Now, those problems that they need solutions to, do you have that solution? If yes, write it down. List out the problems that they have. Okay, they have problem to this, they have problem to that, this and that, this and that. How can your service solve this problem? And that's how you can start to take them one after the other and address it. Let's say the problem they are having is selling. You now being a copywriter that wants to help them solve that problem, like you want to help them solve the problem of sales, you know,
Yeah.
you now start addressing it and say, this is your problem. This is how we can solve it. If you have illustration of things you've done like that, you can share it. That's why you see me share stories. A lot of people just think I love to tell stories because stories is one of the ways I express myself to my target audience. I try to let them see that, okay, something like this have happened that which I have solved. So people believe more when they hear that, okay, this type of thing has happened and you've solved it. That's how they come to you. So you being a copywriter, you need to know what your target audience are looking for, what your prospective clients, what they want. And it's
Yeah.
that thing that will be your own selling point. If
All
what
right.
they are looking for is to make six figures, you now have to show them ways they can make six figures step by step. Yeah, if it's 6 steps, you just hint them the 6 steps, relate it to a scenario where that has happened. Now address them and said if they really want to know more, they should get to know you. I love the person to reach out to me personally. We can take it from there. It's not something that is something that it's not something we can start to talk about because, like I said, copywriting is so vague and big that if we start to treat it now, it's not something we can. You can see, he said it's going to take him 10 months.
Yeah,
So that's
true.
just it.
Okay. Okay. I like the point where you mentioned that they should know who their target audience is and write to solve that pain point. A lot of people might see you're writing, you're publishing, but they don't know the strategy behind it. You've studied your target audience, you know what they want, and you know what to write that will attract them to pay you. So a lot of people want to just be visible on LinkedIn, and they start posting about their life stories, things without a strategy. At the end of the day, they'll be on LinkedIn with lots of likes, lots of followers, but no money because they don't have a strategy behind that. And that's really important. So when you copy, learn to understand the strategy behind why that person is doing it and copy the strategy, not the content. So, yeah. So I would like to ask you another question. If someone wants to, it's still based on this six-figure copywriting business, what are 5 steps you would say the person should take? What are the 5 steps to having this six-figure copywriting business, just like you have?
Okay. Number one, I will not give the step. I will have preambles before we go to the steps. The preamble is,
Okay.
are you ready? One day I asked one lady, I said, "Are you ready?" She said, "Yes, I am ready." Okay, I am ready. I asked again, "Are you ready?" She said, "I am ready." I said, "Okay, go and post something online. Let me see." When she posted something online, I intentionally told her to tag one troll because I know that guy does not see anything good in whatever you post.
Yeah.
So she tagged the person. When the person read, the person said, I told her to tag the person and tag me as well to the post. Because the person so much hates me that anytime he sees me, he will say, This guy is a fake guy. Don't ever tag me with Chinedu again. He's a fake. He does not have a job. So the moment the person wrote that thing, the guy saw it, the guy said, Please do not tag me with anything with Chinedu. Besides, this content does not make sense. It's rubbish. What is this? This is grammatically poor, this and this and that. The lady said, okay. She deleted the thing. I said, You are not ready. She said, Why? I said, You deleted it because someone said you should not. So you're not ready. Are you ready? When I say, Are you ready to go for days without money? Are you? Are you ready to jump on something that you are not so sure whether it will make sense or not? If you
Yeah.
are, then these steps are definitely for you. Number
Yeah.
one, look at what can you offer. All of us, we are unique. What you can do, I can't do it. What I can do, you can't do it. So you
Yeah.
need to ask yourself that, what are you so good at?
Okay.
Because copywriting goes beyond words, how to persuade. So you need to understand, you must have a service you want to sell because that's copywriting. A lot of people that
Yeah.
you said they are putting stories out there is because they don't have service they want to sell. When I tell my stories, I have where I'm heading to. There's no how you read my story. You don't see a point where I'm heading to. I always head to a point. The story is just like to make it interesting. I don't want to tell you I'm selling a phone. Instead of me to tell you I'm selling a phone, I can say, Oh, I have this laptop I'm using. It's not working well. Every time I try to work, it goes off, it hangs, and it's affecting me. I couldn't work. So I was complaining to one of my friends, and my friend said, Hey, have you heard of this itel phone? And I'm like, what's itel phone? With itel phone, you don't even need your laptop again. All you just have to do is pick up your phone, work on it. It has this capacity that the battery is good, just charge and you can use it for 2 days. By the time I tell that story, I'm heading to itel phone. But I
Mm-hmm.
started with a problem that I have. Then I know
Mm-hmm.
where I was heading. I want you guys to buy itel phone. Then from there, people will be like, okay, itel phone. If I have my itel phone, I don't really need my laptop. And with Nigeria, that we have epileptic power supply. So, okay, my itel phone, once I get it charged, I can use it to do my job and this and that. Let me buy itel phone. No, have something you want to sell. What is that thing you want to sell? That's what I ask people. Are you a career coach? Do you write CV? Do you write this? Do you write that? Or do you want to follow this copywriting thing? Yeah, because we have those that are copywriters, but we have those that want to learn copywriting to sell Because I said copywriting is an art of selling. So what do you want to
Yeah.
sell? You want to sell your
Mm-hmm.
service. So you must know how to. So you must have something you want to. Because if you are learning copywriting and you don't have something you want to sell, you are like someone that wants to go and rent. You go and rent a shop and you don't have goods to sell in that shop. Just because even if the shop is in a good location, no goods in it, will you make money? No. So you need to understand what are you good at. Now that you understand what you are good at, who are the people that you want to sell this thing to? Not everybody. If somebody try to sell, um, some people come to me, they try to sell get rich quick to like the Illuminati guy that came and said I should join Illuminati to make money. I was laughing and catching clues with him. I said, okay, send me $1 million if you want me to join Illuminati. Since you want to make me rich and famous. He said, no. I said $500,000. He said, no. I said $100,000. So you are poor. You want to buy me. You want to buy my soul and you can't pay me $100,000. My friend, get out of my inbox. So you must look at the people you are targeting. These people
Yes.
you are targeting, carry out research on them. These people, what are the struggles? As a copywriter, your job is to tackle problems. In fact, if you are trying to sell, your job is to tackle a problem, at least one problem. I'll give you an example. We have mobile phone. Why did Obasanjo brought mobile phone? Because telephone, not everybody has this access to landline, this and that. But with mobile phone, it will solve our communication problem. He brought it. Aeroplane, these Wright brothers, because to travel by ship or by road to another country, look at how many months it will take you. And someone came up with aeroplane to solve that problem. So likewise, your target audience that you want to sell, they have specific. If you cannot define their problem, you have no business in copywriting. You have no business. In fact, you have no business in you don't have any business. Because if you look at all the business, they are solving your problem. I am hungry now, I go to the market because somebody is selling there. The day they will now open market, all of us will feel it. They didn't open market. Oh. The day there's no petrol, everybody will feel it. I say, no petrol. Hey, we are in problem. Oh, how do we get this? Oh, everyone is solving a problem in our life. Now we have this power on. It's dark, but we can see ourselves clearly. Someone
Yeah.
invented that once it's dark, we need the bulb. We are talking to each other through internet. Someone solved that problem.
I
So you
mean,
as a copywriter, you need to solve. So many people do not know the problem of their target audience. They just think it's by being visible. No. When it's good to be visible, yes, but as you are visible, make sure as you are visible, people know you as a problem solver. Visibility that goes with value is dope. But visibility that goes with noise. Oh, I have graduated. Congratulations. I'm no jealous. I know be bad belly. Oh, I have gotten this. Oh, this and that. Everybody, I will celebrate. In fact, myself will reshare. Congrats. Love. Hey, big up. In fact, I will send you. Hey, Azza, send money to me. Oh. Make we
yeah.
enjoy the money. At the end of it, that's why you see a lot of people are doing on Twitter. So a guy that brought me on Twitter said, how did you do it? You got like 8 gigs. I've never get it. The guy has 40,000 followers. I have 6,000 followers or 8,000 or so. So how did you do it? You've made, I said, it's simple. Me, I'm not just coming on Twitter to make noise. Yeah, sometimes I make noise with them because I want to be popular. But at the same time, when they come to my profile, they don't just see noise, but they see other things that I do. And from there, some people will reach out to me and say, guy, I love this thing. I see you do copywriting, you do ghostwriting. I'm interested because your profile is very important. Okay, now that you know, like I said, be known for someone of value.
Yeah.
70% of your content should be solving your target audience problem and not just noise.
Yeah.
30% can now be noise. You have won a girl's heart on date, you have cooked jollof rice, you have done this. Yes, we will enjoy that story too. But 70% should be solving your target audience problem. Then, three, have a social presence, meaning optimize your social media platform because the moment you are putting out content, you are getting visibility, whether small or big. And when you get visibility, something happens. People come to your page and look at your profile, true or false. You'll be getting profile views every day.
Yes.
especially for a beautiful young lady like you. Everybody will see your content and say, ah, this girl is beautiful and
I need
knowledgeable. I
to
need to know
see.
more about her. So when they
Yeah.
go to your profile should be selling to them. Your profile
Mhm.
should be telling them who you are. Then, once you've done that, build network, not followers. I love Emmanuel Ndukai. That guy has very good, solid network. He's friends with almost everybody online. That's network. That's what has helped me over years. Me, Lindsay, Faith, Sheung, all of us this year, we have referred gig to each other. Sheung Alpha, I get this thing, I can't do it for me. Hey, Faith, Alpha now, this thing day now, I can't do it. Same color day, hey, Alpha, what's up? Can't do this for me now. You can't do it all alone. You must have caucus. Build it, build your own network, build this one, help each other, refer business to each other. Then keep testimonials of jobs you've done. It will save you from talky. Well, that's what has helped me on Twitter. I just take screenshot of one of my clients and I'll just post it online. It will not get much engagement because people don't engage so much things like that. But the few
Yeah.
ones that will see it, if 1,000 people can see it, it's a lot. We just underrate views. We say, oh, because I'm not getting 1 million views, and Vivian is getting 1 million views, and I'm getting 1,000 views. Imagine if 1,000 people, you get to meet 1,000. You don't meet 1,000 people in a day, do you?
No,
You
we
don't.
don't.
You don't meet 1,000 people in a day. It's once in a while. If you go to college campus, you can say you are not even going to meet 1,000 people because you go to a specific place, not everywhere, unless there's a big gathering.
Even though not those 1,000 people will see you, that's another thing.
You won't even see them. That's the truth. Now imagine you're getting 1,000 views online. You're underrating it. Like, oh, I get 1,000 views when Emmanuel is getting 1 million views. So people think it's by that number. Yeah, Emmanuel is doing awesomely well. We can see things he talks about. Meeting Tony Elumelu shows he's on the right path. You know, for you that you're getting 1,000 views, leave Emmanuel and in destiny, carry and come from heaven. Emmanuel carry and come from heaven. So you will
True.
say me will say my own destiny na 1,000 views.
Even if it's
1,000
10,
1,000
utilize
views is
it.
a lot. It's a lot. If you
Yeah.
look at Stella did a comment on my post. I'm sure that post did not even get up to 1,000 views. She got a gig from that comment she just put under my post. So one thing is certain: be intentional about what you're doing. Let people know you for the value you give. Build network. Your views. Try and build network. Try and make sure that anything you put out there helps your business more than clout chasing, like they say on Twitter. Say clout chasing. Just want people to know you, but let people know you for the value. A lot of people used to call me storyteller. Even on LinkedIn, all of you know me what I do. So this guy, copyright. That's how I even earned those names. I didn't actually give myself those names. When more people started to call me, I said, okay, this is the brand I'm putting up because your brand is very important. So build your
Yeah.
social presence, build your brand. Let people
Yeah.
know you that when Vivian comes to their head, they can associate. If Lindsay comes to my head now, he's the guy that used so many titles when he's writing his post. He can say lost but not lost. I'll say, oh, Lindsay, don't come again. He can say in the midst of the chaos. Then I'll be wondering what is the meaning of this. That's his style. Our brings that video and picture, and you see the way he puts the con. Everybody has
Mhm.
that. So be known for because it's what you are being known. People remember you. That, okay, this guy can do this. This guy can do that. So now ask
Yeah.
yourself, what do people know about you? That answers your question. You want to build business, but what do people know about you? Like in football now, you're talking about football. You're looking for a goal scorer. People say get Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, because that's what we know him for. You're looking for a great defender. I say get Virgil van Dijk. Oh, you're looking for a great goalkeeper. I'll say go and get I'll choose Allison. So people must know you for something online. They must know you. There's more to just that number and this and views and no. What do they know you for? What do they know about you? And that's what will keep selling. That was what will help you build that six-figure business.
Okay. My note is full already. I should have started writing from the moment I started this call. This is so much value. I'm sure the audience are getting value as well. Look at the beautiful comments. And there's a wonderful. network, especially network is important, testimonial is important, because trust me, you can write all the stories you want, but people want proof. There are
Social
lots of
proof.
scammers. Yeah, there are lots of scammers out there. If you can share case studies, share testimonial, and don't even care about the views. Like you said, people don't even like commenting on testimonial. They will just, this one is
Because
trying
it's
to scam.
boring. It's boring.
I'm not, I'm not going to I'm not going to help him. They'll just move on. But then people that will buy from you will see that testimonial and want to work with you. I remember a contest that I put out there and it was just so much value. I was getting likes and engagement. I thought that's where it would end. But in the end, I got a contract from it. That's how it happened. Just put yourself out there. And I tell people, even if it's just one person it will benefit, put it out there. Likes is not food. Like is not food. Just put it out there and never can tell. As long as there's a strategy, there's an intention, and it's going to solve problem. So much value for tonight. Okay, if people want to learn more about this, how do they connect with you? How do they learn more from you? Is
Mm.
there a way people can learn more from you? I hear
Yeah,
you have a
sure. Yeah, I have a brother. I teach people, and so far so good. It's a program I believe God has given to me. It's not by my own power or strength, and
okay.
it's one of I always give my all in that class. In fact, I've been feeling sick these days because of how I've been using my. A lot of people say, "Why don't you record it?" And I said, "No, I don't want to sell recorded courses. I want to be there live with you." And let's go through it together. Let me show you some things. Everybody can buy live, but most of the time I bought live course. Yeah, I bought courses, video courses. I watch, and it looks like magic to me. Like, what are they doing? This thing is magic. That's the truth. Sometimes you
True.
need
I
that
know
instructor to
you.
be there with you and say, do it like this, do it like that, pass it this way. Okay, it's not correct. Let me look at it. It's draining, but it works. And so far, so good, a lot of them have come with great results to me. I say, hey, boss, somebody is negotiating with me. What should I charge? I say, charge $1,000. Ah, you will run away. So, do you want to charge low? The worst you will say is too much. Okay, how much do you want to charge? So if people would want to learn more about that, I would say they should reach out to you instead because we are using your platform. So they should
Okay.
reach out to you. I believe they will trust you more than they will trust me.
No,
They will
that's not
trust
true.
you more. So they
You
should reach
really
out to you. And when
okay.
they reach out to you, you can always reach out to me. I
All right.
believe you will not hijack them. Or will you
No,
hijack them?
no,
You're
no,
saying
no,
it in
no.
front of everybody now.
No, I
You will not
can't. I
hijack.
can't do that.
Okay, all
Why
of
would
us
I
let's
do?
let's let's trust Vivian. We are going to trust Vivian.
I'm a trustworthy person. So I want to ask another question. What's the price for this course and what's the value? What value have people gotten from this course in the past? And yeah, just tell us about it.
For 101 is 50K. For I have the general when I put like minds like you together in a group, so all of you learn. That one is 20K, but I look forward to pushing it to 50K and put 101 to 100K. And I don't say how about why. Because I look at if I'm teaching something and I'm falling sick because of it, and at the end of the day, when you learn this thing, you implement it and you are patient to let it work. Like I said, I'm not into MMM. I'm not doing MMM. That's the truth. Oh. But if you can do it, because if something can sustain me for 6 years, 6 years, oh, nobody, I know go office, like people when they go office, they go there. Some people say this guy in a Yahoo boy. Every time they will say, that guy house, that Yahoo boy guy house. That's how they describe me. Say that Yahoo boy. Some people say guy have fun and then we eat out of this money. So we go they pray for you, say they know will catch you. I say, who is catching you? So if something can sustain me for 6 years and 6 years, I look at what I have achieved, what my own parents could not achieve in 35 years service that they said they did, with the government. I'm not mocking my parents, oh, but at least 35 years of service they did. And they could not point out to something except us. Okay, we are tangible things that they could point out, priceless. But they, apart from us, can they really say they've achieved in their life? No, they can't say that because it's not their fault. But we are in an era where, yes, youth, like youth of Faith Mbobia, it's time to take our destiny. We don't have to wait till we are 50 or 60 before we have the land and we use pension to build our house and we not complete it. Not all of us, our papa go be politician, go they still like politician, Nigerian politician. Come, if they arrest both of us, but we are saying the truth now.
It's only you the
So,
arrest.
so since some of us can steal, our parents they are Christian, they can't steal. We that they didn't teach us to steal as well. So what can we do? Copywriting has been one of the amazing ways we can earn online. You need it, whether you want to be a copywriter or not. You need it to sell your service.
Yeah.
And what can people achieve? I used myself as an example, what it has given to me. I'm working with an American company for the past 3 years now. I've been with them, and you can compare naira to dollar that they are paying us. It's not the same. And has transformed my life. And I know many people out there that they are doing well, likes of Lindsay, our Faith, I hear Faith's story many times. Colade, my friend, is there too. Shout out to Colade. Made a nice roof into his house recently because he told me all these things are from copywriting. Someone like me as well. And if we can afford to get ourselves a house, not rented our own from copywriting, no be how we be that. So yeah, what will you get? You'll be financially independent for as long as you put in the work. Building a name for yourself is enough, having that global brand. You will just be a Nigerian living abroad, but you are living in Nigeria. As I am now, I'm living abroad because everything I do, my life, my work, everything is abroad. I have to get on call midnight and this and that. So you just see me here in Nigeria. Just they see me now. I'm not living here. I'm just existing here. But everything I
Yeah.
might say is out there. Sometimes when I write, I put dollar. Someone will say, "Why are you using dollar? You're not an." You are saying no vex. Me, I'm used to it. So that's what you get. You build yourself a great brand that will give you money. That will obviously change your life because that's all what we are looking for to live a
Yeah.
better life. Yeah.
So I heard a story about someone who attended your class and she was able to charge I think $1,000 from it.
Um, that is still they shock me. Oh. Because myself, I started with $100. So those are the kind of people that actually made me say that I need to change the price of this thing. Because if I can teach someone and you can attract $1,000 with no portfolio, nothing. Me, when we say when I started, the $100 I fit get when I started. Nah, I've got to increase this. Yeah, so that's just it. So there are so many of them, not only her, many of them, that they've been able to pull out great deals for themselves. Now, at least if I don't know, I know a lot of them, you know. But I don't tell people stories because it's their stories personal to them. Some people
Yeah.
don't like putting themselves out there. They don't like putting out their figures out there. But as a copywriter, me, my boss said you have to put it out because you can't assume people will know. You have to tell them yourself. So that's it.
Yeah. Sure. So if you would like to learn more about copywriting, just reach out to me and then I would reach out to Chinedu for you so that we can add it to the class for further learning. Also, a company reached out to me and they have this payment platform. As a copywriter, it's stressful to receive payments from other places around the world. A platform where you can have your website, receive payments, automate your email marketing, automate like if you want to do code reaching, you can automate it. Everything in one platform instead of having all that platform all together. And they are giving 1 month free to everyone who is on this call right now who is going to take the offer of Chinedu. So if you're ready for it, just reach out to me and we'll continue from there. I think we've gotten lots and lots of value tonight.
Am I not allowed to enjoy the platform that what they are giving out? Why not they
Yeah, yeah,
elaborate?
yeah, yeah, sure, you are 100%. And the platform also allows creators to create their
Eh, no, that they give us to all these woof when they share, not for all the people that are listening. We said will be
true,
human being.
true, true, true. You can actually create a course on the platform and have a platform where people learn and you follow their progress, receive payment from it, automate everything you want to automate. I mean, technology has made things so easy. We don't have to suffer anymore. And we don't have to be looking for this platform, that platform. Everything can be in one place. And I think they're giving it to everybody who pays for or who attends this class. So you can also use the platform to teach the students. I think that's all for now. My notes is full. I'm so glad I facilitated this section. And for everyone who attended, Onwuka, Godi King, Adedoyi, wonderful, Olawole Fatai. Olawole said testimonial got him a gig. Yes, you need to share that testimonial. It's really important. It's really important. Only you cannot know your success. I mean, I think it's in the Bible that to whom more is given, to whom more is given, he will attract more. So if you're
Even Jesus made use of testimony. Now, Jesus first started, and I will tell you, when he
okay,
healed those blind people, he said, "Go into the world and tell them what I have done." That's testimonial. Those that do not
yeah,
believe I'm from God, go and tell them that that boy has healed you, because they know you are blind. But there are some things
yeah,
that God allowed Jesus to do in public for people to see, and why?
yeah,
So they can believe. So that's what testimonial people should see and believe.
yeah.
Oche too is another great writer. We didn't talk about Oche. One guy that I love so much. I read his stuff. Brilliant, talented
Oche
young man.
writes, right? Oche writes.
I
Oche
want to
writes is
steal. I want to steal his brain if possible. I want to steal his brain and add to my own. And Doing too. I want to steal Doing's brain.
doing is damn good. Doing is good. I'm so glad we have this conversation. And the good thing about this conversation is that people can actually laugh, learn, and just have those principles that can get them to where they want to go. So, just a recap from what is in my notes: your content should provide value, it should solve people's problem, build network, not followers, keep testimonials of people you worked with, and share it. Be intentional about what you're doing. Don't try to copy. Instead, follow the strategy and do what works for you. Make your content solve people's problem and let people know you for something. That's all for tonight. Thank you, everyone that listened, and we'll have another round some other day with Chinedu again. I enjoyed this section. Mr. Chinedu, do you have any last words for people listening?
Well, my last word for you is you're not too young to change your story. I came from a point where my parents are poor, they are not rich, but my family is I'm from a very rich family. But my own father, my own side, rich us. So my own dad is so poor that I had to struggle for everything in life. Sometimes when I look back, I ask myself, like, this can't be me. It looks like I'm watching a movie sometimes. You get to a point where on Christmas, there's no food, no chicken, no rice, and the only thing you have to take is Gary. You can imagine that kind of life. So now, when
Yeah,
I look at it and look at everything, what changed my life is just the internet. And we all have access to internet: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, name it. Just get online, study these things, reach out to a mentor, someone that can put you through. You are not too young to become a boss. You know, be a boss. Think, be smart. You have the internet. It will take you to places. Look at Emmanuel. Sorry, Emmanuel, I have to use you many times. But whenever I look at him, and you as well, then you told me you're an undergraduate. I was so impressed. I even
yeah,
used your name in my story. I told my cousin, like, hey, Susu, look at Vivian. She's an undergraduate like you. And I'm very sure she's crushing it. At least little change where you they make. If you take care of yourself for school, you don't have to lie to your mom that they say you should buy one textbook to collect extra money. So be a
yeah.
boss.
I think you did that. Did that in second
I
year.
did. I won't lie. If my mom is hearing me, I used to do it a lot. I would say I'll go and write names of departments and faculties or halls. I say, Bob, they say we should buy BRT, we should buy BST, BST.
You still should buy
I just used to
Amweba.
collect it. And I was spending it on one Ekiti girlfriend back then.
But then now with businesses, having your business online, earning six figure, you can actually make money for yourself and you don't have to lie to spend money on random things. Just use your own money. There's lots of satisfaction that come with that. Thank you once
Yeah.
again, Mr. Chinedu. This was a wonderful time and
Thank
God
you.
bless you for being here. God bless you for changing
Thank you.
life. God bless you for changing your life and using your life to touch other people's life. God
Thank
bless
you.
you for that. Have
I
a
appreciate you.
wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
everyone for joining. I appreciate it. I hope to come back soon one of these days if she allows me to come back again. So I'm more than happy to share.
Sure, you can anytime. All right. Till we meet again. Remember to reach out to me if you want the course and the platform. Bye for now.